Hey there, friend. First, let's take a moment to pause, breathe, and just be. If you're here, it might be because something doesn't feel quite right. Maybe life feels heavy, or you're overwhelmed, struggling to keep up, or feeling like you're on the verge of falling apart. I want you to know this: you're not alone. Mental breakdowns are more common than we think, and recognizing the signs is the first step toward healing. In this video, we'll unpack the signs of a mental breakdown, look at some stats to understand how widespread this is, and, most importantly, talk about how you can start feeling better. By the end, I hope you'll feel seen, validated, and empowered to take your first step toward recovery. Let's dive in. First things first, what does it even mean to have a mental breakdown? Simply put, it's when your mind and body reach their limit. Imagine you're carrying a backpack, and every stressor, big or small, is a rock added to it. At some point, that weight becomes unbearable. Your body and mind start sending warning signs. Here are some of those signs, and let's see if any of them feel familiar to you. 1. Constant overwhelm and exhaustion. You wake up feeling tired, even after a full night's sleep. The thought of doing simple tasks, checking emails, cooking a meal, feels like climbing a mountain. According to a 2022 study by the American Psychological Association, 79% of adults reported stress so high it affected their energy levels and daily life. If you're constantly overwhelmed, this might be your body's way of saying, slow down, you're running on empty. 2. Emotional outbursts and irritability. One moment you're calm, the next you're yelling at someone or crying over something small. Does this sound familiar? Emotional outbursts don't mean you're too sensitive. They mean your emotional tank is overflowing. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that prolonged stress increases cortisol levels, which disrupt emotional regulation. So, those tears or bursts of anger, they're not a sign of weakness, they're a cry for help. 3. Feeling detached or numb. Sometimes it's not an overload of emotions, it's the complete opposite. You might feel numb, like you're going through life on autopilot. This is what psychologists call dissociation, and it's your brain's way of protecting itself from overwhelm. But while it might feel like relief in the moment, long-term detachment can leave you feeling isolated and lost. 4. Physical symptoms. Without a clear cause, headaches, stomach aches, racing heart. If these symptoms show up with no clear medical explanation, they might be signs of mental strain. The mind and body are deeply connected. Studies have shown that high stress can weaken your immune system, disrupt your digestion, and even cause chronic pain. 5. Difficulty concentrating or forgetting things. Ever feel like your brain is wrapped in fog? This brain fog can make even simple decisions feel overwhelming. Researchers at the University of California found that chronic stress impairs the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and focus. So, if your mental to-do list feels like a jumble of thoughts, it's not just in your head, it's a sign that your brain needs a break. If you're experiencing any of these signs, it's okay. You're not alone. In fact, according to WHO, mental health challenges affect 1 in 4 people globally. These signs are your mind's way of waving a flag and saying, hey, I need some care. So now let's talk about solutions, what you can do to start healing. Solutions, practical steps for healing. 1. Recognize and accept your feelings. Step 1. Allow yourself to feel. Denying your emotions only makes them stronger. Take a few minutes each day to check in with yourself. Journaling can help. Just write whatever comes to mind. No judgment. This simple act of acknowledgement can be incredibly freeing. 2. Prioritize rest and self-care. Rest is more than sleep. It's allowing yourself to recharge emotionally and mentally. Schedule breaks in your day. Say no to things that drain you. And most importantly, create space for activities that bring you joy. 3. Seek support. Remember, asking for help isn't weakness, it's courage. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional therapist, sharing your thoughts can lighten the load. You don't have to face this alone. 4. Make small, manageable changes. Feeling overwhelmed? Start small. Take a short walk outside, drink a glass of water, or practice deep breathing. These tiny acts might seem insignificant, but they're powerful signals to your brain that you're prioritizing your well-being. Friend, if you're struggling right now, remember this. You are not broken, you're human. And like every storm, this too shall pass. Healing isn't about perfection, it's about progress, one small step at a time. You are resilient, you are strong, and you have the power to turn this chapter into a story of growth, recovery, and hope. Sending you all the love, light, and strength in the world. Take care of yourself, okay? We're all rooting for you.